Did you know? According to Sheila Clark et al., in a publication for the Foundation for Traffic Safety, published in December of 2006, speeding triples a person's chances of being in an accident. This should be important to you, because you or someone you love could be needlessly injured due to speeding. Speeding is a horrible habit that should be avoided because it can have many consequences for the driver and others. To illustrate this, we will look at how speeding increases a person's chances of being hurt, the fact that speeding endangers more than just the driver, and some financial consequences a person can face due to speeding. First, speeding increases the chance of accidents, injuries, and fatalities. One reason for this is that people need a greater stopping distance when speeding. This means that a person will not be able to stop as quickly as they would be if they were going a slower speed. This can cause you to not be able to stop in time to avoid an accident. Speeding also causes you to have a reduced reaction time. According to an article published on September 9th, 2020 by Murray and Murray from the site Murray and Murray, your driving response time is the time it takes for you to realize something is happening and then respond to it. Most drivers' reactions is to hit the brakes. However, since speeding also increases your stopping distance, your reaction to the situation will not be as quick. Relatively small situations become more dangerous when you are speeding. According to an article published June 24th, 2021, by the Drive Team staff for the Drive Team website, it is easier for a driver to lose control of their car when speeding. This means that something that is normally a simple adjustment, like a curve in the road, becomes much more dangerous. A person who is driving the speed limit is more likely to be able to avoid an object in the road than a person who is speeding. One of the most important things is that an impact that occurs at a higher rate of speed has a higher chance of causing death. According to an article on the IIHS website with no title or publication date titled Speed, in 2022, over 12,000 deaths were speed-related fatalities. This is 29% of all crash fatalities in 2022. This image shows the cause of fatal accidents occurred in 2007. Here we can see that speeding is the #1 cause. Speeding makes a crash more likely because of the lower reaction rate a person has when speeding. Speeding also makes crashes that do happen more deadly because increases in speeding greatly increases the amount of crash energy. This additional energy can lead to restraints failing, which puts the driver at an even higher risk of being seriously injured. According to an EMC insurance company article with no author or publication date titled Speed, How It Increases the Risk of Car Crash Injuries, EMC. For every 10 miles per hour over the speed limit someone drives, their chance of dying in a crash doubles. We can see in this picture how much of a difference even just 16 miles per hour faster can make in a crash. Next, speeding endangers more than just the driver. Speeding can make it harder for other drivers to react. Much like it makes it harder for the person speeding to react, it puts other drivers in a dangerous situation as well. If a car that is speeding is coming at a vehicle, they will not have as much time to react to the situation as they would if the driver was going at a slower speed. Pedestrians can also be harmed by a speeding driver. It is harder for a pedestrian to judge the speed of a car that they might not be able to move out of the way in time. They also can think that they have adequate time to cross the street if they do not realize that the car is speeding. This image here shows the likelihood of a pedestrian surviving a collision. If a car driving at 20 miles per hour, the pedestrian has a 20% chance of surviving. However, if a car is going 40 miles per hour, the chance shrinks to 20%. This shows why it is imperative drivers follow speed limits where pedestrians might be. Lastly, Drivers can face other consequences from speeding. One example of this is speeding tickets. If a driver is caught speeding by police officers, they will be given a ticket, which will result in a fine. This means that speeding can cost the driver money and time, as they might have to go to court or driving school. There is also the cost of accidents to consider. If a driver gets into an accident, they will have to pay for repairs to their vehicle. They also might have to pay for medical bills, and the likelihood of this goes up as the speed goes up. If the driver is speeding and hits another driver, they also are likely to face legal fees. Speeding can also lead to higher insurance premiums. If a driver gets a ticket for speeding, their insurance company can raise their premium. The chance of this happening goes up with each ticket. An accident due to speeding will also result in a higher insurance premium. Speeding can end up costing a driver a good amount of money. Again, speeding can have many consequences for the driver and others. To illustrate this, we looked at how speeding increases a person's chances of being hurt, the fact that speeding endangers more than just the driver, and some financial consequences a person can face due to speeding. Choosing not to speed can help to save your life and the life of those around you. Thank you.